Okay, all right. Now we want to take quadratic equation by completing the square method or by quadratic formula. When you talk about these two methods, it can be applied when a quadratic equation is given and is not factorizable. Okay, you use this um, to bring the solution to that equation. So, and when you look at these two methods, completing a quadratic formula stems from completing the square method. And if you remember what we did from the beginning, a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is the equation, and we are going to use this through completing the square method and to arrive at this quadratic formula. The essence of doing it is not for you to do it, but we want to let you know why such formula exists. You know, it was not gotten from above, rather it was simplified. Okay, and quickly, when you are doing this, I want us to remember three things. The first one is the coefficient of x must be reduced to 1. That's this coefficient. A is the coefficient of x squared there. Okay, it must be reduced to 1. Whatever it is that is here, for it to be solved, we must reduce it to what? To 1 by eliminating this. Okay, now the second one says the constant must be on the right hand side. The constant is this c. We must take it to the other side. Okay, now every quadratic equation must have two roots, either unique or the same. Now at this point we are going to employ this plus minus, because at any given expression there must be two roots. So for that reason we employ this plus minus. Okay, so follow me quickly, we are going to dive into it. All right. Okay, so um we are going to remember the quadratic equation says a x squared plus b x plus c equal to 0. Okay, now from this you are going to arrive at a quadratic formula through completing the square. Now remember what we said the instruction says. It says the constant will be at the right hand side. Okay, so we have a x squared plus b x equal to this c crossing equality sign will give us minus c. Okay, now we have we have we now have this. Okay, from here now we will make the coefficient of x to be 1, and the coefficient of x here is what? A. So what we do is we divide through by a. Divide through by a. Okay, that will give us okay. So this cancel a here. We have x squared plus okay. So with this you are good to go. Now from here the next we are going to do from here now is we say take the what? Add the square of half of this coefficient of x here. That's the one with single variable. Okay, add it to both sides. to both sides. Okay, which means x squared plus b over a x plus. Now this is what we want to add. The square of the half of the coefficient of this. The coefficient of this is b over a of 1 over 2 equal to minus c over a plus, you still retain this in here because they say add it to both sides. We have b over a of 1 over 2 raised to power 2. Okay, now with this we say x squared plus b over a x plus. Now this simply means what? When you talk about board mass, remember board mass, this O here, when you have O at an expression, what it simply means is what? Times. Okay, because of the space of this board, I wouldn't like to start writing it out again. Let me quickly replace it with what? Multiplication sign. Okay, I believe you understand it, the explanation. Times. Good. Now we say b times 1 is what? B. A times 2 is what? 2a. And we still have what? Raised to power 2 equal to minus c over a plus, this times this is b over 2a raised to power 2. Okay, now from this, now we say x, looking at this, okay, if you look at this, these are perfect square. From this side, these are perfect square. We have x plus b over 2a raised to power 2. Okay, let me expand this so that we can follow up. Okay, let it not be that I'm employing any strange thing here. So this x okay, this is what it means. Okay, so let's quickly do it and clean it off so that we can continue. Okay, this times this is x squared, this times this is plus b over, okay, b over 2ax. Okay, and this times this is plus b over 2ax, and this times itself is plus b squared over 2a to have b 4a squared, or you still leave it like this. This times this will give you square of that particular expression or fraction. Okay, so from here now we say that x squared plus this will give you what? This plus this will give you this, we have LCM 2a, 2 into this we have b x, and this into this we have plus b x again. Okay, plus b over 2a raised to power 2. Now we have x raised to power 2 plus this will give you what? 2bx over 2a. So b 2 cancel itself. We are left with what? We are left with bx over a. So what we have now is x squared plus b over ax plus what? The same b over 2a raised to power 2. Okay, so if you look at it, it returns us back to what we have here. Okay, so quickly let's forge ahead. Thank you. All right, now from here now we say this is equal to minus c over a plus this, if you open this bracket, this now becomes b squared over 4a squared. Okay, now let's get to this side of board. Here we have x plus this plus b over 2a raised to power 2 equal to this. Now we are going to what? We're going to take the square root of both sides. Reason being that we want to eliminate this squared here. Okay, from here we say take the square root of both sides. Good. Now on taking square root of both sides, now we have that this will now be x plus b over 2a. Okay, that's this square will cancel what? The square root. Now we have equal to okay, before we do that, please, before we do that, okay, let's still employ it. But when you are taking the square root here, remember, we are going to employ this sign, plus or minus. Okay, now we have square root of all of this. Okay, all of this represented, we have minus c over a plus b squared over 4a squared. Okay, now let's first of all simplify this. We have here, we have equal to plus or minus the LCM of these two denominators will give us what? 4a squared. Okay, now a into this 4a squared, we are left with what? 4a. Okay, because a will cancel one of the a's here. Now we have 4a squared times 4a squared times, 4a rather times this c, we have minus 4ac plus, okay, this divide here is 1, and we have b, so plus b squared. Okay, now remember this, we bring this down, b over 2a. Okay, now from here we say x plus b over 2a equal to plus or minus now, because this is negative, let's just swap it. We have b squared minus 4ac. This is still the same thing. Okay, now coming for the square root of this, now square root of this will simply give us what? Give us 2a. Reason being that the square root of 4 is what? 2, and square root of a squared is what? A. So we have cancelled off the square root at the denominator side. Now we are left with this. Okay, now from here now we say we now bring this over because we want to find x. We bring this over to the other side. That will give us what? X equal to, this crossing equality sign will give us minus b over 2a plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all squared over 2a. Sorry for the board. I think okay, let's use here now. All right, now from this we can decide to find what? The LCM of these two sides. The LCM will give us x equal to the square, the LCM will be 2a. Okay, now 2a, this 2a into this is what? 1. This times this give 1 times this will give you minus what? minus b plus or minus. Okay, now coming to this divide this to give you what? 1. So 1 times this still remains itself. So we have b squared minus 4ac all squared. So if you look at this, this is what we call quadratic formula. Okay, we call it quadratic formula. All right, so we come to the end of how to get from completing the square method to quadratic formula. So quickly we are going to take examples on completing the square, and equally take example on quadratic formula respectively. Okay, so stay tuned. All right.